Welcome to the Knowledge Gumbo podcast. I am Alicia Thomas. This is a space where we share the stories and the wisdom of Black women who shape the world and on whose shoulders we stand as we work to expand the world for the next generation to thrive. Each week consists of sharing one quote, a little context, and an honest reflection, followed by a question you can carry with you. Let's begin with today's quote. If it is wrong for man to hold property in man, it is wrong for woman to hold property in woman. Jarena Lee. Jarena Lee was born free in New Jersey in 1783. And in 1819, she became the first woman authorized to preach in the African Methodist Episcopal Church. She traveled thousands of miles on foot, building communities of faith wherever Black people gathered. I think about what it means to build a home when you've been denied one. Not just a physical structure, but a spiritual dwelling place. For me, church is the people gathering together, not the building they gather in. Jarena Lee didn't wait for permission to exist fully. She didn't wait for the church to catch up to what she already knew about herself and about God. She preached because people needed to hear the word, and she knew she could carry it. I recognize that sometimes you have the luxury to wait for an institution to be ready for you. But there are times when I realize I have to build the table. I have to set the chairs. I have to prepare the space, like this podcast, and trust that people will come because I know the value of what I have to share. The goal is to fill the gaps. Jarena Lee didn't just claim her own authority. She built rooms where other Black people could gather and be whole. The AME Church itself was founded because Richard Allen and others walked out of St. George's Methodist Episcopal Church in Philadelphia after being pulled from their knees during prayer. They decided to build their own. This began the divide of a Black church and a white church in America. From Bethel AME to storefront churches to kitchen tables, Bible studies, Black women have always created sacred spaces where none were offered. They founded Sunday schools, they organized missionary societies, they had church together financially, spiritually, and practically. Still, in many of those same spaces, they had to fight to stand behind the pulpit. Jarena Lee's radical act wasn't just preaching. It was insisting that the home she helped build had room for her voice in full volume. Where have you built a spiritual or communal space when doors were closed to you? That brings us to the end of today's serving of the Knowledge Gumbo podcast. Thank you for sharing one of your greatest gifts, time. If this quote stirs something for you, like great gumbo, let it simmer and choose to share it with love to another Black woman. Until next time, take great care of your mind, your body, and your soul.